Hello everyone, welcome back to Atreyu Crochet. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make the magic circle, how to start your circular project, whether it's a hat or a beanie, whatever the circular project is that you need, how to start it out with a magic circle. So let me first tell you that you could always start out with a slip knot, and then chain how many ever you're going to chain for the project. So say we chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then slip stitch back into that very first chain like that. Pull it through all the way through, and now we have this little ring. Okay, and then of course you could, if we're going to make double crochets, you could chain up 2 and then start to put your double crochets into the ring like this. 1, 2, 3, and so on. But you see how there's a little hole there? One of the things that the magic circle does is it eliminates this hole. Okay, you see if we pull on this tail, that hole doesn't really get smaller. Of course, when you pull, it pulls this part of the work, but it's not really closing the hole. For instance, look, I'm pulling that, right? But the hole isn't getting any smaller, and I'm just holding this part. I'm not pulling it open, right? See how it's, this tail is jerking or pulling on that part of the work? It's not making that hole smaller. But when you do the magic circle, when you pull on the tail that's there, it will actually eliminate that opening. Okay, so that's why a lot of people prefer to use the magic circle when they're starting various projects. So if you don't feel comfortable with the magic circle, then you can always do it this traditional way. But hopefully by the end of this video, you actually will feel comfortable making the magic circle. So let me show you how to do it. Okay, so you have your yarn. Here's the yarn. This is coming from the skein in my left hand. And so basically what you're going to do is, and there's so many variations of this. This is the one that I've just found to be the easiest for me. So I take the tail, I come from behind, I wrap it over 2 fingers. You could wrap it over 3, you could wrap it over 4. To me, that's overkill. All I need are 2 fingers. Okay? Remember, this is the tail. And then I take the yarn that's coming from the skein and I cross it over like that. Then I take this finger and I hold that. Now I'm going to take my crochet hook. I'm going to go up under this one. I'm going to hook on to that one, and then I'm going to hold this yarn down here like that. Now if you look here, this is the tail, so that's not the yarn that we want to yarn over with. At this point, what you can do is this, and take this off like that. So you leave the tail like that, yarn over, hold it, and then just make a chain. That right there will secure it. Okay, notice how the tail is sort of going through the circle. You want to make sure that the tail stays that way. Okay, so don't pull the tail out, don't try to do that, leave it in there. And as we crochet around this, we're going to crochet over these 2 strands together. Okay, so let's say we're going to make double crochets again. Well, I chained 1 to secure it. I'll chain another, so I'll have 2 chains. And this is just like normal. Then I'll make some double crochets. So remember, I said to crochet over those 2 strands. So it helps to hold them together while you're crocheting your double crochets. So that's 1. Okay, let's do it again. This is my second double crochet. Let's do it again. Still crocheting over these 2 strands because The tail is going through the loop and coming out there. And when you crochet, the further you go around the ring, this tail is going to want to come through the loop more and more. Don't allow that to happen. Okay, so this is what I have. I've crocheted 3 double crochets. I still have my tail going through the loop. The more that I crochet around this loop, the more that tail is going to want to come out. But here's the magic with the magic circle. So here's the circle, here's the tail. When I pull on the tail, this big loop right here is going to get smaller. So just hold the part that you've crocheted, grab the tail, and pull, and watch what happens. See how it gets smaller? Okay. If this circle, I only wanted this circle to have 3 double crochets in it, I could pull it all the way shut. So here's the circle right there. I'm pulling this and I'm holding on to the stitches I've already crocheted. Okay. And notice the circle has now disappeared. Remember, in the previous example, regardless of how hard I pulled on that tail, that hole remained, right? That gap, it remained. But when I pulled on the tail that's associated with the magic circle, it disappeared. So that's the benefit to using the magic circle. It is because you can close that gap very easily, that hole. This will also prevent you from having to cinch the top of a hat together at the end of a project, because you're able to simply just pull on that tail and close the hole. Okay? Alright, let me show you again and let's get a closer view just in case you didn't get that. Slightly easier way is to do it basically the same way. This is a tail, it's in the front. Yarn over in a crisscross manner like that. Put your tail on the X. Turn your fingers this way because you have more space here. Go up under one, hook the back one to pull to the front like that. Now grab that, and there's your tail. Okay, now drop the tail, grab that back yarn, yarn over, and you can make it smaller, and then chain to secure it. Okay, one more time. Alright, so hopefully that explains the magic circle and how to make it, and hopefully you now see the benefits of it. So it's all really just a matter of looping the yarn, creating a crisscross, and then going up under that first one, hooking on the back one, bringing that one to the front by going up under it, grabbing that, taking the yarn that's coming from the skein, yarning over and chaining, and now crocheting over these 2 strands right here. And then once you're done, you're ready to close the loop, grab the tail and pull. Okay? Alright, that is it for this video. I will definitely see you in the next one. In the meantime, happy crocheting.